Okay, so let's look at extending out our E root pentatonic pattern. Remember, just a little bit of it at a time. We're going to be working in the key of A minor. So we're going to be first finger at the 5th fret gives us our root note of A. So that's the first thing we're going to change. We're going to change our first finger by putting it down to the 3rd fret. So now our root note is being played by our 3rd finger. So the start of the pattern goes 3, 5 on the bottom E string, and then 3, 5 on the A string. And then we're going to shift up to 7. And then we've got 5, 7 on the D, and 5, 7 on the G. And then we're going to shift up to the 9th fret. So far we've got. And then to finish off, we're going to go 8, 10 on the B, and 8, 10 on the E. I'd visualize this as 3 little mini boxes. So I have 3 and 5 and 3 and 5 on the bottom 2 strings, on the E and the A. I have 5 and 7 on the A, D and G strings. And then I have 9 on the G, and then 8, 10, 8, 10 on the top 2 strings. Really popular box with B.B. King, this one. Sometimes people call it the B.B. King box at the top there because he really loved this position. Okay, so yeah, hopefully you can kind of see how we're extending out from our root position here. We've got these little notes here. We have the 9th fret and these 2 notes, these notes at the top here, these 5 notes. Okay. So let's just talk about some fingering options. There's 2 main ways that I personally tend to do it most often. Of course, these things change depending on what we're playing. The first is to slide on the 3rd finger. So basically what we're going to do is we go 3, 5, 3, 5 on the bottom 2 strings, and then when I'm shifting to the next box, I'm going to slide. And I'm going to do the same thing when to move into the next. Okay, so that's really nice. It's nice and expressive kind of way of moving around the pattern. And the other option is to shift on the 1st finger. So what I do is I go 3, 5, 3, and then when I go to 5, I'm going to shift on my 1st finger. And then shift on my 1st finger. And that brings us to the final thing I want to cover with this pattern, which is basically adding the blue note to turn it into the blues scale. So we're working in the key of in the key of A, and that means our flat 5 or blue note is an E flat. So how do we add that in with this fingering? Well, as I said, it works really well with the shift on the 1st finger. So basically what we have is 3, 5 on the bottom E, and then when we move on the A string, we've got 3, 5, 6, 7. And then we have 5, 7 on the D, and then 5 on the G, up to 7 with the 1st finger, and then 8, 9. So far we've got. And then 8, 10 on the B, and then 8, 10, 11. Here we are, the diagonal pentatonic and blues scale pattern based around the E root pentatonic shape.